Today's story begins in a small town in Afghanistan. It is early morning. Like every other day, people are stepping out of their homes to begin work. Some carry tools in their hands. Some head toward the market, others toward the fields. Children play in the narrow streets. Women sit outside their homes talking to one another. Everything feels normal. Then suddenly, a loud sound echoes from the sky. People look up. Before they can understand what is happening, a massive explosion shakes the ground. An airstrike has begun. Bombs start falling one after another. Smoke fills the air. Screams spread in every direction. Within minutes, many people lose their lives. Those who survive run in fear, trying to escape. Then heavy engine noises come from the road. They are tanks, Russian army tanks. The soldiers inside begin firing without hesitation. They spare no one. Elderly people, young men, even children. Within moments, the peaceful town turns into a nightmare. Some women witness everything. Their homes destroyed, their loved ones falling to the ground. Fear rises in their hearts, but so does anger. Gathering courage, they stand in front of the tanks. They shout, trying to stop them. But the men inside the machines show no mercy. Poisonous gas is released. It spreads quickly through the air. Several women collapse on the spot. Some die from suffocation. Others barely manage to escape. When the soldiers believe resistance is over, they step out of the tanks. They set houses on fire. Wooden doors, rooftops, stored grain, everything burns. They even poison the wells so that anyone who survives might die after drinking water. Who could commit such cruelty? Perhaps even they do not fully know. They were given orders, and they obeyed. After that, they capture the town's leader. He is dragged in front of a tank. The captain demands, "Where are your allies? Where are those who keep attacking our soldiers?" The leader answers without fear, "They are everywhere. No matter how hard you try, you will never make this land yours." The captain's face turns red with anger. He orders the tank driver, "Crush him." The driver hesitates. His hands tremble. He does not want to do it, but the captain insults him, calls him a coward, humiliates him in front of everyone. At that moment, some women return, including the leader's wife. She cries and begs for her husband's life, but the captain shows no mercy. The tank moves forward. Within seconds, the leader is crushed beneath it. His wife's screams echo through the ruined town. When the soldiers finish, they move on to meet another unit. But at a fork in the road, a mistake is made. One team gives the wrong direction, turn left instead of right. Because of this error, one tank becomes separated from the rest. From a nearby hill, a man named Mustafa has been watching everything. He is a Taliban fighter with a small group of men. When he sees that one tank is alone, he decides to destroy it. Meanwhile, the townspeople who had gone to work earlier return home. They see devastation, bodies lying everywhere, homes burned, the well water poisoned. Their blood boils with anger. At that moment, Mustafa arrives with his group. He says, "I saw one tank break away from the others. If you want, we can take revenge together." The villagers did not trust Mustafa. They wanted to speak to their leader first. But the leader's wife, her voice trembling, told them they crushed him under the tank. Silence fell over everyone. The leader's brother, Taj, was chosen as the new leader. When he saw his brother's body, his heart shattered. But in that same moment, he swore, "We will take revenge." Mustafa was already prepared. Together, they followed the tank's tracks. Meanwhile, the tank had stopped in a valley. The pilot was confused and unsure of their location. The captain had a map, but part of it had been burned. They had no clear idea where they were. Suddenly, they were attacked from all sides. Mustafa and the villagers had surrounded them, but their aim was weak. The tank suffered little damage. Taj noticed that his uncle's leg was injured. He told him to go back, but his uncle replied, "We are Pashtuns. We do not turn our backs and run." His courage strengthened everyone. They continued on foot through the valleys. The journey was difficult. They were exhausted and thirsty. One man found a water source and bent down to drink. Mustafa tried to stop him, but it was too late. The water was poisoned. The Russian soldiers had contaminated it. The man collapsed and died. From a distance, the captain watched. He ordered the tank to fire a shell, but the shell jammed inside the tank. Everyone panicked and rushed out. When nothing exploded, the captain sent a soldier inside. The pilot went with him. They removed the shell and secretly placed a grenade beneath it. When the villagers reached the tank, one man picked up the shell. The hidden grenade exploded. He was killed instantly. Night fell. The villagers took shelter in a cave. Inside the tank was also an Afghan translator named Samad. He spoke to the pilot about Afghan culture. He said honor is the most important thing in their land. The captain overheard and grew suspicious. The next morning, he sent Samad to measure the depth of a lake and then shot him from behind. The pilot, furious, wrote everything in his report. The captain tore it apart. Later, the tank broke down. It was out of fuel. The captain accused the pilot of sabotaging it. They argued. Eventually, the pilot was tied up. A grenade was placed beneath his head. The soldiers left him there. Wolves approached. He lifted his head slightly. The grenade fell and exploded. The wolves were killed. He survived. Mustafa and the women found him. At first, they wanted to kill him, but they decided to spare him. He could help them. He repaired their RPG launcher. Everyone was surprised. Taj said it would be useful. Meanwhile, the captain received fuel by helicopter and restarted the tank. But the road ahead was blocked. In the morning, they reached a pond. Nearby was their helicopter. Its crew dead. The water had been poisoned. Mustafa's group arrived. A battle began. The pilot fired the RPG. The tank was damaged. Then rocks suddenly fell from above. The tank became trapped. The captain still refused to surrender. He pulled out a grenade, but his own men stopped him. The pilot set the tank on fire. Forced out, the captain and two soldiers stepped outside. They begged for their lives. According to Afghan tradition, even an enemy who asks for forgiveness may be spared, so they were allowed to go. In war, no one truly wins. In the end, it is humanity that loses the most.